What's up, people? It's Dylan Alexander. Thanks for checking me out. And today I wanted to discuss the difference between being proactive versus reactive and why you should be one side versus the other. I'm just saying right now, man, you should be aiming to be proactive versus reactive. Now, there's a time and place where you do have to be reactive to things and you don't see it coming. But when you're proactive, you're getting ahead of things before they come at you. It's almost the difference between playing offense versus defense, right? Now, when you're on the offense, you're at the advantage, man. You're starting it. You got the head start. You're dictating where things are going. You control it. Whereas when you're reactive, you're playing defense, you're on your heels. You got to sit here and wait for the other guy to make a move. And that's an extreme disadvantage. Now, in this lifetime, I'm all about advantages, man. I need all the advantages I can get because this world is looking to take advantage of me and you as well. But we don't want to be taken advantage of, man. We want the advantage. We want the winning side. Because I'm a winner. I don't know about y'all, but I'm winning. All right. So it's important to stay on the proactive side of things, which it really encompasses a whole world of being on the advantageous side of life. So, being proactive is inclusive with always planning, always thinking ahead, always being the first, always being the best. Whereas reaction is like you're the guy that's kind of just letting things happen to you. You're the guy that, you take on a job versus go create a job or create a business. Not to say there's anything wrong with having a job. Nothing wrong with that at all. But in every scenario, man, being the owner of the business is advantageous by far. You make more money, you have more power, you have more freedom, you dictate how you live, really. And then you pass on the extra, the extra crumbs, so to speak, to the employees. They don't make as much as you, right? No employee makes more than the owner or the CEO. So I'm all about advantages, man, and I'm sure you are as well. So how do you stay proactive? Well, it starts with your mind. It starts with always being ahead, always planning ahead, always being prepared. Always figuring out the next move before the other guy. It's a very competitive way of being, but this world is very competitive. What can you do? I know it's a very feminine way to think that, everybody should just have it fair and equal, but that's never going to happen. It's always going to be a winner and a loser. There's always going to be somebody up top and somebody below. Someone's got the goods, someone's got the advantage, and someone's just getting the crumbs. It's just how it is. And the sooner you accept it, the faster you'll realize what side of the equation you need to be on. So it's all a mind game. It's all mental. You have to constantly be working your mind, making sure your mind is sharp, you see. And this is where a lot of people slip because a lot of people let the world just happen to them versus being the one that is making things happen out in the world. You understand? And so this is why I'm constantly trying to figure my way out of my situations. Even if I'm down, I'm constantly working my mind and planning things out, writing it out, strategizing. Because there's a way out of everything. You see? And this helps me not get down on my situation because I know every situation has a back door to get out of. Period. And you got to think like that to win. Even when things seem hopeless and you just feel like there's no way out of it, there's a way. There's a possibility, man. Figure it out. I remember this cartoon back in the day. I don't know if y'all remember Jimmy Neutron. It was a movie. He had a movie back in the early 2000s, but he had a cartoon. He had a show briefly. It's kind of a silly show, but I remember there's a part of the show, right? First off, this kid was like he was a genius, like a kid genius. He just constantly working on science projects and just inventions and stuff. But this kid, man, he would always get in these situations that were difficult. And when he was in these difficult situations, he would find himself, he would just stop what he's doing. And he was like, man, think. And then it would cut to like this animation of him going in his brain and his thoughts. And he would calculate how to do X, Y, and Z and what's the best angle to attack. And you could see his thoughts like playing out the scenario of the best thing to do next. And when he really sat and thought hard, he would end up coming up with some beautiful solution to his issue. And he would end up using that solution and getting out of it and winning. Even when the odds seemed like impossible. Now, I know it's a cartoon and everything, but I took a lot from that. I genuinely, I've kind of taken a lot when I was younger. I would be like, man, when I had some situations, I would feel like I had a superpower to like think hard about it, to contemplate, and to find that solution, right? And man, that's the way you gotta be, man, when it comes to your issues, man. You gotta be able to think hard. You gotta be able to use your mind, man. Your mind is a superpower. But not a lot of people use it. Not a lot of people take advantage of this beautiful thing called a brain, right? So I'm here to encourage you, man, to think sharper, to use your mind, man. It's a beautiful tool to get you out of any situation. And a part of that is being proactive, versus just waiting for things to happen to you versus, happening to the world. I'm out here making things happen. I'm striking first. That's what winners do, man. Be a winner, you dig? Don't let these other people out here just get all the glory and you just take the crumbs. I mean, somebody's going to take the crumbs, but I'm saying, do you want to be that person, or do you want to be out here taking up the glory, taking up the big chunks? You know what I'm saying? So I hope this helps the proactive versus reactive breakdown. And understand that this is everywhere in life, man. Being like this, when it comes to just pursuing your goals, pursuing a woman, you got to be proactive to go get her versus trying to wait around and hope that she looks at you and gives you a choosing signal. That's weak. Though how many other guys are out here waiting for a girl to look at them to then go talk to her? Versus the guy that just says, "Nah, I see that. I see her. I'm going. That guy that just decides to go get her, he's going to win most times. And he's thinking of what to say before he says it. It's deep, man. The game is deep. You gotta play scenarios in your head before they happen. That's a whole nother thing. That's a superpower in itself, to just play out scenarios before they even happen. So that one day when a scenario that's similar pops up in real life, guess what? You're already ready. You've rehearsed it so many times to where now you can, all right, it's lights, camera, action. Let's go and do what it got to do and make it happen, Captain. All right. So take a lot from this, man. This is a real gem. This has helped me out in life, staying ahead, even when I seem like I'm behind. And, just understand, man, this life is full of winners and losers. So you choose what side you want to be on, man. It's not that hard to be a winner. You just got to know what winners do. And winners are proactive, man. All right. So thanks for watching again, man. Let me know what you think in the comments. Leave a like if you do. And subscribe if you haven't already, man. I got more good stuff on the way. I'm going to holler at y'all on the next one, man. Peace.